Good afternoon and welcome to my final recital. Thank you so much for those of you who have come to watch. I'm April and I'll be singing alongside Phoebus on piano, presenting a programme of Italian, German and North American art song which reflects upon themes of love and loss in a variety of ways. And my programme presents quite a few composers who you might not have heard of, but for me it is something very special and important to present and bring to life songs which are perhaps lesser known and by underrepresented composers, so I hope you really enjoy my programme today. And to start off, I'll be singing Il Barcaiolo by Donizetti. And in this song, the speaker extols their melodramatic love for a sailor, but in the middle section, a deadly storm threatens their love, which is quickly quelled by the sentiment that, as the speaker remarks, it would be my happy fate to die by your side. And so the contrast between these two sections are depicted with the differing piano and vocal colours. So the next song I'll be singing is Laue Sommernacht, or Mild Summer Night, by Mahler. And in this song, two lovers desperately try to rekindle their love, although in the end, what small flame is reignited ultimately gets snuffed.
Tiefenbach.
So the next song I'll be singing is Traumgekrönt, or Crowned with Dreams, by Berg. And this song really describes a romantic tryst with death, as the speaker dreams of death coming to take away their soul in the depths of the night. It seems that this too might be a reality. So in my interpretation, I've tried to capture this bizarre and alluring combination of admiration, bewilderment, fear, but also love for death. And so next, the two songs I'll be singing are songs of memorial or remembrance. First, it's A Good Assassination Should Be Quiet by American jazz composer David Baker. This song is actually a reflection on the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. So in my interpretation, I obviously consider the historical trauma of this event, whilst also embodying the flamboyancy and ugliness of the music, which for me shows the variety of emotional reactions to what the text is about. And following that, I'll be singing Silver Rose by Peter Tiefenbach, who is a contemporary Canadian composer. This song is actually unpublished, but I managed to get in contact with Tiefenbach himself, and he kindly sent me the scores. So this song is something you might sing in remembrance of somebody. So it's easy to hear as a disparaging outpouring of mourning. However, I've used the simplicity of the harmonies to find somewhat of a peaceful acceptance of death. And thank you to Jake, who will be accompanying me for the trumpet part, which is written in that piece. Jake, and finally I'll be singing Our Love But a Day by Amy Beach, which is from her 3 Browning songs with text by Robert Browning. And in this poem, Browning tries to correct his wife and poet in her own right, Elizabeth Browning's cynical views of marriage as she was uncertain about the longevity of their love. So in the poem, he says, though their marriage might be uncertain, it will all be okay in the end. But interestingly, Beach omits the final verse of this text, which confirms the happy resolution, which for me shows Beach sort of putting a bit of questioning and agency back into Elizabeth's own feelings, you as an audience, how you want to interpret the song, and also myself as a singer. So for me, although the ending is unended, I do think there is a glimmer of